What's going on, everybody? It's Jamie and welcome to the channel Thrift on Fire. Today's video is mostly going to be an order pulling video, but we're also going to touch base on flat rate shipping. You're going to see a roller coaster of highs and lows in prices. I think when you average it all out, it still works out to be okay. There's a few times always that you're going to just kind of be like, I don't know if this is worth it. And then you see lots of scenarios where you're making a few extra dollars on shipping rates. Flat rate shipping is definitely something that's for more the advanced reseller. I wouldn't jump into it, you know, head first if you're just starting out, but you'll kind of see in today's video kind of the ups and the downs of flat rate shipping. But first, I want to talk a little bit about Posh Sidekick. So I'm honestly more than happy to help build brand awareness for Posh Sidekick. It's been a tool I've been using for well over a year, and it's really helped change my Poshmark game overall. So if you're not using it, you have to share and be very social to create sales on Poshmark. And every time you share, you basically bump your listings up in search. It's going to automate this for you. You don't have to have the headache of going in and sharing your closet multiple times a day. It's going to delist, relist, make your items look new again. It's going to do all the background stuff that you honestly probably don't want to do to make sales, and it will change your selling experience on Poshmark for sure. I see some people say negative things about Poshmark, but it's probably because they really haven't put in the time to make Poshmark work for them. It is social, and Posh Sidekick basically takes that away for you. It does cost money, obviously, but you can sign up for free with a free trial. Click down below for the free trial. It's 100% free. You don't have to pay anything. So that's kind of cool. No credit card required, nothing like that. The other thing, they do have 24/7 chat support and email support. I've had to use it a few different times, and they're really quick in getting back to you. And it is, a big benefit to a company like this, that if you do have issues, because on every kind of app-based product, you're going to have some sort of issues that you need help with. They're really quick at helping you out. The other thing we want to talk about really quick is the background removal tool, and just show you how it works. Here we are in the Posh Sidekick app. We're just going to go down to tools and then pick background removal tool. From here, we're going to choose camera. You could import or use camera. I'm going to use the camera. We're going to allow settings. Just going to take a quick photo here on the floor. Nothing too serious here. And then we're just going to let it, basically it's going to do its magic here. All right, we're just going to select next, and then we can select the color, and we're going to play around with the colors until we find something we like that's unique, or that we really think, makes the item really pop out here on the screen, and, play around with it really. You can also do custom backgrounds as well, but for now, let's pull some orders. All right, we made an eBay sale, and this one came from the Goodwill bins. And I've had really good luck with these guitars, actually. It's the Guitar Hero Wii guitar. Seem to have caught up on another one here. Seem to have less issues with these ones. I don't know if it's just because they don't require the dongle. A lot of times they don't have a battery back either, which people don't seem to mind as much. They come apart for shipping, which is helpful. And I think I got $67 for this. I can leave this apart, actually. I will have to put it in a box and get it shipped out, but pretty happy with this. Like I said, Goodwill bins would have paid by weight. I don't know if this would have been about $4 or $5 maybe, if even that, but yeah, let's get this one shipped out. Now you can see I just have this bubble wrapped, have this laid on top. I'm gonna cut the box down a little bit. There's a groove in it at the bottom here, so I'm just going down to the groove. Okay, just so we can make the fold. I'm going to continue and do this to the other side, and then I'm going to go back in and obviously pack this all with packing paper, but that's generally how I like to ship these out. Okay, you can see I've got the packing paper in there. I'll fold everything down. I've already cut the flaps off to make this a little smoother, and that's about it. All right, so we did get this one in the box, and it is going to Vernon, British Columbia. It's also going to cost me about $6 on top of what I charge for shipping. I think I charged $12 flat rate, and it cost me about $18. So I'm into the shipping a little bit extra, but there's enough profit. It's not really a big deal on this one. All right, we sold some baseball cards on eBay. I think they're 1991 OPC. Could be in one of these drawers. Let's see if we can find it here. Nope. We'll keep looking. It's definitely in this cabinet. It's just where, I don't know. Oh, they're here. Okay, so these are the sealed 91 OPC Premier baseball cards. I don't know what the rookies would be in this or anything like that. I never even bothered looking it up. I got $17 for these. We're going to put it in a small box. Yeah, this came from the private pick in that guy's garage. I think I went to pick up some video games and he wound up showing me a whole bunch of other stuff. If you guys haven't seen that video, I'll try to link it down below. But let's get this one shipped out. Got this one in a little square box. This one is going uni to Brampton, Ontario. This I charged $12 and it actually cost me $5 with this courier service. So you can see I'm making a little bit of money back on shipping on this one. And that's kind of what I'm talking about with flat rates on this channel. It kind of evens out over time. I'm basically setting the rates for I can give good deals for kind of local shipping. I might lose a couple dollars on things further away, but then I get them back when I'm shipping local. All right, we sold a Pittsburgh Steelers hat on eBay. I think I got $26 for it. It's a Super Bowl hat. I don't know if it's in here. I think I've moved all my hats that were out of here, but I think it was part of a wholesale buy for sure. Pretty sure anyway. So I've been buying so much stuff recently, it's hard to keep track of everything. All right, I think I found it here in the bottom. I think they're together. There's the Cowboys one, same idea, but it was the Pittsburgh Steelers one that actually sold. So let's get this one in a box and we'll get it shipped out. All right, we got this one shipped out in a little box here. I just used an 8 by 6.5 by 4, I think 4.5 box for these hats. They fit in there nicely. They're not going to get crushed. Wound up shipping it with a courier, uni, and this one is going to Kitchener, Ontario. All right, we sold a pair of Crocs on eBay, and I almost hate telling people that I pick them up at the Goodwill bins because then other people will start picking them up. $27 for these guys, super lightweight. Nobody seems to care about Crocs too much at my bins. I usually find quite a few pairs. I wouldn't say every time I go I find a pair, but pretty close to every time I go I'll find a pair in pretty good shape. Look at the bottoms of these ones. They're pretty much, you know, pretty much perfect. The tops, there's not really much that can go wrong, you know, with a Croc or anything like that. You can use a different box. We'll use this one right here. Got these ones boxed up here. United States Postal Service Ground Advantage through Stallion Express, and these are going to Roanoke, Alabama. All right, we sold a VCR on eBay. And it's a Sony. I think I paid about $10 for this. I don't even know if I picked it up in a video or what. I haven't been doing the best job of recording thrift hauls recently, but I paid $10 for this at Goodwill not that long ago, like maybe last week. Got it listed, did cross-list it on Poshmark Canada, Poshmark US as well, but I got $69 for this plus shipping, so not a bad flip at all. I think I have a box for this, so let's get this one shipped out. All right, so same box that we used for the guitar here, but much heavier, and that's why I'm setting it down. This one weighs about 9 pounds. This one's also going to California, and it costs $23. United States Postal Service Parcel Select. I charge $20, so I'm paying an extra $3, but it's mostly because it's going to California. That's obviously quite far away, and 9 pounds is pretty heavy, but still happy with this one. Sony is a great brand. Sony, JVC, Samsung. If you see any of those VCRs, definitely pick them up. Even some of the lower end ones, I would look them up anyway. They might not be worth $60, $70, $80, $90, $100, but they could still be worth $40 to $50 on a regular basis. So when you see VCRs, definitely still look them up. All right, Poshmark.com. So I accepted $20 for these shoes. I don't know if they're gonna be up here or not. I'm just gonna take a quick look. Yeah, I think they might be in the bottom here because they are very sparkly. They should be women's size 10. Yeah, definitely these shoes. Took $20 for these. I got them at the Goodwill bins. They are definitely lightweight. Would not have paid a lot for these at all. Buyer's going to pay shipping on Poshmark, so we're not really too worried about the shipping part of it. $20 USD for these Skechers. Got them in a box here. These are going United States priority mail, buyer pays shipping, and they're going to Grand Blanc, Michigan. All right, next we have another Poshmark.com, and this was a wholesale buy item as well, and it's a jacket. I actually posted this jacket after it sold on my Instagram and Facebook stories. It's the pink tour jacket here. I think I got 63, I'll throw the correct number up, $63 USD, which is like over $80 anyway, Canadian for this. Really nice jacket. It's actually on like a pink tee as well, or a tag as well, I mean, so kind of cool. Yeah, let's get this one shipped out. Thank you, Polymailer. United States Postal Service, buyer pays shipping on Poshmark, and this one's going to Centerville, Utah. Right, I made another Poshmark.com order. I got $17 USD for this t-shirt. As soon as it sold, I realized that I had made, I didn't really make a mistake. This shirt just wasn't selling, but the reason it sold now is because Conor McGregor is coming back. So this is a Reebok like walkout shirt, Conor McGregor. It's got his year and his weight and all this stuff on it. It's a cool shirt. I really thought somebody would have bought it prior to this, but it just took him coming, you know, out of retirement or coming back to fighting for this to sell. But now this shirt's probably worth more money than it was a week ago. But regardless, I wound up selling for $17 USD. Let's get this one shipped out. All right, once again, using the thank you poly mailer, and this one's going United States priority mail, and it's going to Maryland. Another Poshmark.com, so this is American, $30 USD for this. It's a jersey, and it was picked out of the Goodwill bins. I didn't actually find it. Somebody handed it to me because they thought it was funny, but they didn't want it. It's a Chevy jersey, but if you look close, it's got a little Playboy bunny in there. I don't really know why or what that's all about. It is on the older tag here, made in Canada, number 4 on the back, and then it's got the little patch for whatever this is, Athletic Connect or Knit, sorry, Athletic Knit, I think the company's called. Yeah, regardless, $30 USD, it's an extra large. I didn't know if it would sell or how much it would sell for. I think I had it listed just a little bit higher, but wound up getting $30 USD for this. Not too bad for a bins find. Trying to use up these thank you poly mailers. There's still a pretty good pile of them down there though. United States priority mail, buyer pay shipping on Poshmark. And this is going to Phoenix, Arizona. All right, we did have one more eBay sale sneak in here, and it's a pair of boots. I think he pronounces Vasquez, Breeze or something is maybe the style. I just knew they were Vasquez. I don't know. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce that or not. Vibram bottoms. We know Vibrams are always good. These actually say Gore-Tex on them. Like I said, even though I didn't know the brand, I knew Gore-Tex is always good. Vibrams is always good. And when I looked them up, they're worth good money. These are part of a 30% off sale I have going on right now. This person also asked for a better discount, so I think I sold them for like $47 or $48. So these were listed a bit higher than that, but we're in the time of year where people aren't going to pick up boots as much. I do believe these ones are going pretty far away, so we'll have to see how the shipping turns out on these, but let's get these ones shipped out. All right, here's an example right here of how flat rate shipping can work against you, and this is always the risk you take. And this, you know, I'm still making money on this, so it's not that big of a deal, honestly. But this one's going Canada Post expedited parcel. It's a bit heavy too. It weighs 3 pounds, but there's no good way in or out. It's going to, I think it's Teslin, Yukon. Okay, I charge $12 flat rates all across Canada. I wish you could exclude places, because probably would exclude this for sure. Unfortunately, cost $32 through Stallion Express to ship this. So obviously I have to pay for that. I know I did not pay much for these boots at all. So I'm probably only making, I think I just figured out that I was going to make about $15 on these boots. Not the end of the world. I was already running a sale. When they sent me an offer, I kind of looked into seeing they were from Canada, but I didn't really look where. Thought, okay, that's fine. And then after the fact, I'm like, this is probably going to be expensive. And it was. So this is one of the times where flat rate shipping can kind of bite you in the butt. I don't know if in today's shipping, if I would have evened out, I guess maybe that would be a good experiment to do in the future, kind of do a video like this and just sort of see if I lost money or if I gained a few bucks overall. This one hurts a bit. The first one, when I paid $6, hurt a little bit too, but this one definitely hurts more. But anyway, that's sort of how flat rate shipping goes. If you're not willing to take chances like that, I would definitely suggest use calculated shipping. If you're not sure how shipping works in general, I kind of understood when I seen where this was going that it was going to be expensive. Did I think it was going to be 30 bucks? Maybe not, but it was, even through Stallion Express. So, you know, that's sort of the way, like I said, flat rate shipping works. Sometimes it's really good, sometimes it's bad, but for the most part, I think it does really help me get extra sales. All right, it is the very next day, and we have to pull some more orders. You can see something that has changed here is yesterday, I guess, I went through all these hats. These are the ones that I'm keeping. They're all in different lots, right? Mixed sports hats, all kinds of stuff in here. But we need to get back in this corner. And in a future video, I'll tell you about what I'm doing with all these hats, but that's probably different from the last clip you've seen. This Hero guitar, though, I picked up at the Goodwill bins this past week. I got it listed, and it sold right away. I'm going to remove the neck for shipping. I don't really mind if they don't have the battery back. It doesn't seem to affect the sale too much, especially on these ones here. I did have to wait. This was actually sold yesterday, but I had to wait because I needed to pick up some boxes. I think we're going to ship it out probably in this one here. the 18 by 22. We'll get this one all cut up to size and get it in the box. So I clearly got a little bigger box than I needed to. I got it, down to 4 inches, which is nice. However, I'm using a courier service for this one. I'm surprised because it's going to BC. Sometimes when it goes out west, it's not available. This is called, I don't use this one a lot, Fleet Optics. And this one is going to Vancouver, British Columbia. It cost me just under $10. It was $9.40 to ship out this guitar, which is good considering I picked up a little bit wider box than I normally do. The length was good, it's just a little wider than I needed, but still happy with this one. And we got it shipped out pretty cheaply. Sold a pair of New Balance on eBay. These sold for a decent amount of money too. I actually went through the other day and I thought maybe they were listed wrong because they were too high for these shoes used, but apparently they were listed okay. They sold for $70. Like I said, on eBay. We'll get these ones shipped out. They're in pretty good condition. They're definitely used, but they're very lightly used. $70 for these ones. They're actually, I think, fresh foam 1080s. I don't know if there's anything else special about these. 2E, so they're not super wide or anything, but yeah, I was surprised how much these actually were worth, but let's get these ones shipped out. All right, did the double box trick here. These ones are going United States Postal Service Parcel Select through Stallion Express. I think it cost about $12 to ship this out, and it's going to Long Beach, California. All right, we took a $20 offer on a pair of men's Levi jeans. So we're gonna try to get the men's jeans bin out here. And we are looking for a pair of 4034s. I think this is them on top. 505, 4034. So there's a darker pair and a lighter pair. So the lighter pair should be these ones right here. These would have came from the Goodwill bins. I'm pretty sure. I mean, there's a possibility I got these on the 50% off day, one or the other. But either way, didn't pay much for these at all. Just a couple of dollars, maybe $2 to $4 max, depending on where they came from. But yeah, let's get these guys shipped out. I think the buyers in all together, I think it was $12 for shipping, so $32. So let's see how much shipping costs for these ones. All right, so I wound up shipping this out with Uni, so a courier service. It's going to Brantford, Ontario, not far, and it's gonna cost $5.10. So I charged, like I said before, I did charge $12 to ship this, but that sort of covers all scenarios. And like we've seen a lot in this video, sometimes I gotta eat a little bit of the cost of shipping. So when I can ship it a little cheaper, it kind of works out, in my favor. It just makes it if I can offer a better shipping rate across the board. And like I said many times on this channel, I'm a big fan of flat rate shipping, but you really have to understand shipping a little more than a little more than the beginner for sure. If you're just starting, you don't know anything about shipping, flat rate shipping might almost scare you away from reselling altogether. But either way, got this shipped out pretty cheap and happy about it. All right, we made a Depop sale. Now Depop has not been so good this month. It's sort of hit or miss. Last month it was so great, and there's still time in this month for it to pick up. But right now it's not been so good. It's been very inconsistent. And these shoes, I have still not went through this shoe bin. I'm surprised. Sold a pair of Sperry's. I'm not surprised they sold. I did pick these up out of the Goodwill bins. I think they're very nice and they're in good condition. I guess they're a boat type shoes, and maybe it's just the right time of year from the sale. I picked them up. Had somebody ask me about them before, and there was an issue with this in here. They didn't want it to be mesh. They wanted that to be a leather, but this is definitely more like a boat type shoe. I think I got $21 USD. I just picked these up because I thought they were kind of like a good summer shoe, but Sperry I've had hit or miss luck with. So these ones aren't the best ever for sure. 21 bucks USD isn't awful either, considering I picked them up at the Goodwill bins. All right, so we got these ones boxed up. Now with Depop, I buy my labels through Stallion Express still. You can buy labels directly through them. There's a few different ways you can do it, but I still buy my own labels and then upload tracking. I charge $7 USD, which is about between $9 and $10 Canadian right now, roughly. These cost me $9.40 to ship out, so that seems to work out not too bad. But yeah, happy to get these ones sold on Depop. All right, we have a few more Poshmark.ca orders. Now, normally sweaters would be in a sweater bin, but I remember packing this or putting this one in the rack here. I think it's this one. It's all twisted up for some reason in there, but this is Michigan State one. I think the tag's been cut out of this one as well, if I remember correctly. Yep, Nike center check. It's really cool. I actually tried it on. I would have probably kept this one, but it didn't fit quite right. I think it's a really nice sweater. I got $31 for this one. Pretty sure I bought this one on the half off day at Goodwill. Poshmark buyer pays shipping. Canada Post expedited parcel. And this is going to, I had to look twice, Bon Cherry Valley. Ontario. I've never heard of that before, but might have to look that one up. Sold a t-shirt on Poshmark.ca as well. Probably only making a couple dollars on this one, just kind of the way it works. I know I paid up for some of these ones. It's from, I'm pretty sure it's this one right here. I'll have to double check. It's a Bob Seger t-shirt. Would have got this from the wholesale buy, but you know, by the time I paid more for these shirts than I would for a regular shirt. I plan on taking this to the antique booth, but I wound up selling before I got a chance to delist it or do anything else with it. It sold for $20. I'm sure Posh Sidekick was sending out offers as well. I think $11 is what I actually make out of this. If I just take a quick peek here, so it sold for $20. My actual earnings was $11.79, plus I have to take out my cost of goods, which was a little bit higher than usual for this particular buy. But yeah, still making a little bit of money and moving this out. All right, got this one in the thank you poly mailer here. I'm not sure if I'm gonna pronounce this right. It's Ella House. I don't know. It's Ella House, Nova Scotia. I'm sure my buddy John, Reselling with John, probably knows exactly where it is, potentially because he lives out there. But I'm probably butchering it. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it or not, but that's where this one's going, and we're gonna get it shipped out Canada Post, expedited parcel, buyer pay shipping. All right, we sold a hoodie on Poshmark as well. I was just taking a look there, so it's slightly different. $20 sale, but on this one we're making like 13 something, $13.49. It's in one of these hoodie or like sweater or hoodie bins here, so pretty much have to guess. I'm trying to clear out these, you know, sweaters and stuff too, so got a lot of them still, and we're kind of getting out of sweater season. Two here that were similar that's confusing me. There's this TNA with the green and the pink, and I'm pretty sure it's this one with the pink. Normally I pick these up at the Goodwill bins. I don't remember for the life of me if that's where I got this one. I also got a few of these from one of Amanda's friends who was just cleaning out her closet and let me look through the clothes before she donated them. That was a while ago too. That was probably over a year ago, I think. But yeah, don't remember where this one came from, but I wouldn't have paid much for it at all regardless. Let's get this one shipped out. All right, got this one in the poly bag here. This one's going to Scarborough, Ontario. Now, of course, I've just said we're getting out of sweater season, and that's just because I live in Ontario. I just seen a couple pictures of some friends on Instagram who live out in Saskatchewan. They're still getting snow there. So, you know, I shouldn't be saying that we're getting out of sweater weather. It's just that it's getting nicer here in Ontario. All right, we sold another pair of Levi's 504s on Poshmark, but this time for like $34, I believe. I had to double check. When I just looked at it, I'm like, oh man, I hope that wasn't the same pair I just sold for $20, but they are a black pair. So we're pretty safe. Let's see how far down we gotta dig to find them. It's probably them right here. I'll go back and straighten that out after. Just gonna double check the size on these. They're supposed to be 32 30s. That could be a problem. Let's check that out. All right, so I did have the wrong pair, so we're taking a second trip back to the jean bin. 5/16s. It is a good possibility that they're in the wrong bin as well. I just assume that they are men's jeans, but we'll have to look in another bin. All right, so here's the problem. They were 504s, not 505s. That was the confusion. These are the jeans. It's got the black and silver tab. 504s, 3230s. These are definitely the right jeans. Sold for, I'll throw it up on screen. I already have it, but I think it was like $34 or something like that. But let's get these guys shipped out. All right, after that little bit of confusion, we did get them shipped out in the thank you poly bag here. These are going to Windsor, Ontario. So there you have it. What do you think of flat rate shipping? Obviously, you've seen some highs and lows today. I'm still a fan of it regardless. Even on the couple that I really had to like eat a loss on, I didn't really lose money on the item. It took a big chunk of profit away because the shipping cost extra money that I didn't charge the buyer, right? There's nothing you can do about it. That's part of flat rate shipping. I did also make another few sales I shipped this morning, so I didn't film this morning, but I probably shipped another 5, 6, or 7 things. I'm trying to just remember. I think there's about 4 things in eBay, 3 Poshmark, and another Poshmark US, but I wanted to share 3 of those with you because I didn't film this morning. The one was a pair of size 13 Cohans on eBay. Those were for $65, and I've just got a little note about the camera here. Looks like those ones went out to West Virginia. And then we had a Vancouver Canucks Fanatics jersey also on eBay. This one is going to Auburn, California. It looks like we got $55 for that. And then one more eBay sale. So this was a Blue Jays hat. This hat came from that big bulk buy of all those hats for $55. What was it? 280 some pounds of hats. Crazy. So that was a $20 hat going out of there. That was the best offer for sure. I think both of those were best offers, except for maybe the Kohans. Those were 65 bucks, but very happy with that. That's going to wrap up today's video. If you guys like videos like this, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing for more content, and we will see you soon.